Hey y'all. So this is kind of a first for me. I've never really done one of these before. But I had an idea for Valentine's Day that I wanted to share with y'all, and hopefully, if you guys like it, you guys will join me. I think it can be a lot of fun and something kind of different and special this Valentine's Day. I'm calling it Someone I Love, and the idea is that we make videos, basically sharing a story or sharing several stories um, about somebody in your life that's been really special. You know, whether it's a parent, whether it's a teacher, whether it's brother, sister, just somebody, really anybody who's been important to you that maybe you haven't told them. Maybe you haven't told them in a while, or maybe you just haven't seen them in a while, and so you haven't really been able to say, hey, um, I appreciate you. I love you. You know. So for me, that's gonna be my grandparents. Um, they I used to see my grandparents on my mom's side a lot when I lived up in Washington State, but I mean I haven't lived there in 16 years, so I mean I've seen them off and on, but really I mean not as much as I'd like, and it's the same story for my grandparents on my dad's side as well. But they're amazing. They're the best grandparents I could have ever asked for, and I've been incredibly blessed to have all four of them um, around for my whole life. And it's something I know I've taken for granted and haven't really, appreciated it like I should have and like I should. So for me, I want to share with you guys a quick kind of silly story about my grandparents. It has to do with the tour we all went on after American Idol, after the show was over. We went up to Washington State. That's where I'm from, and a bunch of my family from up there came to the show. It was really, really cool. They all wore glow sticks around their necks and I think on their hands and stuff like that. So when I looked out in the crowd, there was just this sea of glow sticks. It was really, really cool. But my grandparents on my mom's side, they were there, and they actually came backstage, and we hung out. We hung out before the show, and they got to meet some of the other people from the show, and that was really cool. But what I heard, what I was told, is that while they were out in the crowd watching the show, they were holding hands and just basically acting like little school kids, just really, really excited and having a good time. And for me, that made the show even more special. It's one of my favorite stops on tour because I got to see my family and because they were all there. But then to find out that my grandparents really, really had a good time was it was really cool. I really, really thought that was special. And then on my dad's side, they're from New York. My dad was born in Buffalo, New York, and so we were supposed to have a stop up there for a tour, but it got canceled. And so my grandparents, they weren't able to come to the tour at all. I wasn't able to see them, and that was really sad. I was really, really excited that they were going to get to come, and I was going to get to hang out with them, and just share that with them. But it didn't happen, and that was a bummer. That was something I was really looking forward to. But this last year, for my grandmother's birthday, and we hadn't had a family reunion in years on that side. It had been a long time since we'd all gotten together. So for her birthday, all of her kids and her grandkids, we all surprised her. And we had like a week or so that they spent up at they rented out this place, and we all just hung out and had a really, really great time, just catching up, spending time with each other. And then I also, I did like a little concert kind of for my family and for my grandparents. They were able to be there for that. And so that was really, really special, that I was able, to kind of share the excitement with both sets of grandparents and kind of share, where I'm at with them. Now, they don't really do the whole tech thing. They're not, online. And so they may never see this video. They may never know it existed. But for me, how I'm going to let them know that, that I've been thinking about them and that I love them is I'm gonna write them letters. I'm kind of old school. I love letters. I love getting them. I love writing them. It takes a little more time, but I know it's special when you open one and you realize that somebody took the time to do that. So that's what I'm gonna do to let them know. But then I wanted to encourage y'all to do something. Make a video and share that person, share about that person, share what they've meant to you. And whether it's making a video and then sending it to them, or it's making a video and then, sending them a letter, or sending them an email, or, send them flowers or chocolates, I don't know, whatever you want to do. The idea is that just that this Valentine's Day, tell somebody who you haven't told in a while, or who maybe doesn't quite realize what they've meant to you. Just tell them you appreciate them. Tell them you love them. Tell them that they've had a really big effect on your life. And because the other side of it is that you don't know what they're going through at the moment. They may need that. They may need to know that they've been appreciated, that they've mattered, that they've really affected someone's life. So I think it's cool. I think it's something that I wish I did more often. But it seemed like a good idea around Valentine's Day. To do this and to encourage y'all to do the same. So if you want to do it, make a video, put in the title someone I love. That way, after we've posted a few of these, you can go on YouTube and look them up, and just kind of learn about other people, and see who's special to other people. I think it's kind of cool. So anyway, that's the idea, that's the thought. And whether you do this or not, either way, I got to share a little bit about my grandparents with you, and that's worth it to me. So.